Yeah, I'll just start.
You can start sharing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'll just start sharing my screen. Can you all see it now?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So I'll start with what design is actually, because everybody talks about the prototype and process and everything, but it is a part of like whole design process basically. So what is design? It involves basically concept or idea, and then we create it to add value to the human lives. It can add value in a vast level or in a very small day-to-day life. So suppose you are like traveling via car, so it is a very good for commute, for traveling. You are sitting on a chair, it is comfortable, you are working properly. And nowadays mobile, it like everything is on your hand, online shopping, traveling anywhere, buying any stuff, knowledgeable like Google is there. So basically making human life more comfortable, easy. That is what design does through product designing, to interaction designing, and a lot of other designing. So everybody has their different opinion and perspective over design. For everyone design is different. Somebody might say solving human problems are design. Somebody will say functions through form, like how function and form come together, that becomes design. Then how you are expressing your emotions, or you are expressing your storytelling, like Instagram, you share your stories, you share your posts. Then for production people, they'll be like, you plan before producing any product or any system or any strategy. So that is what design process is. Then solution of any kind of problem, it can be related to human, it can be related to plant, it can be related to animals. So solving those problem is design. So design comes with different perspective, different answers, and everybody has their own process and a way of looking at it. So now there are a lot of types of design, per se graphic designing, interaction design, then information design, animation design, sound designing, multimedia design, transportation design. So in those all design streams, we will particular focus on industrial design right now. So what is industrial design? Industrial design is basically to develop product and system for the mass production. That can be any product or any system. It can be lamp, it can be as small as screw nuts, which is adding value to your end product, and it can be end product as well, which is benefiting both the manufacturer as well and the end user, your customer as well. Now customer can be anyone. Customer can be vendor, customer can be your end user, like in household people are using it, nurses of the hospital, then doctors of the hospital. So users can be anyone, and it is benefiting to the
Hello,
yeah.
Neha. Yeah, sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you. I
yeah,
would
yeah,
like to just inform you
yeah.
that the audience here is non-technical of non-technical background. They are not
Okay.
engineers. So just for your information, that whatsoever the information you are sharing, the students are of the background of arts and commerce and management
Yeah,
and
yeah,
MBA and MCA, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
for your information, okay, you
Yeah,
can
yeah, when i
continue.
when i go through the process, they will understand design is not only constrained to the only technical background. I myself is not technical background, I am an industrial designer, I have a 4-year degree only in designing, not in a science aspect. So it is very it is totally depend on the design methodology. As I said, everybody has their unique sense of development and process and everything, how they take on design. So a non-technical student does not have to worry like it is very technical. I'm just sharing, because industrial processes basically goes in a manufacturing, and like how they benefit the mass audience basically. That is what industrial design is. It can be only individual also. So yeah. uh, so I'll just skip this part. So basically a principle of industrial design, or I'll say any design, it is a applied art to any product, aesthetic and usability. Any product we are designing, there is more known two factor. One is aesthetic, like as soon as you see any product, you feel wow, you will be like, okay, I want to buy this product. And then you go on to usability as well. Okay, the product is looking fine and everything, now how it is usable for me or how it is functioning. So that blend is industrial design. So and to create and execute design solution, it goes from like form exploration, ergonomics, then engineering, marketing, brand development, and then sale. Anything is successful when it is selling, in the perspective of achieving that money goal, you can say, that is adding value to your product. So the factor basically affect your product or your design is environment where it is getting manufactured, or where you are designing it, or whom you are selling it. And the ergonomics, if the ergonomics is proper of that product, the quality of the product, security, it should not be, accidental sort of thing, like you are lighting anything and it burst. So those kind of things. Then functionality should be, it should solve the purpose. Suppose you are brushing your teeth, so that toothbrush should solve the purpose. It should be soft, it should be, cleaning properly, those sorts of. Then cost affecting in terms of the manufacturing as well as for the end user as well. They should buy it, it should be logical to buy on certain price. Then aesthetic, of course, first thing you see for the product is aesthetic. If you like it, then only you want to go for further and see. So these kind of thing affect any kind of design, not only product design. Suppose you are developing any app also, so if the app is appealing, it is user friendly, you are easy to find any buttons properly. So that is a ease of using it. So all those factors basically affect your design. So process of design is, now I'll make it a vague. I'm not only sticking to the industrial design. I'll just say you can design anything. Suppose if you are making any portrait also, so if you follow these simple step, it will be better. So basically analyzing a solution, analyzing any situation, you have been given any brief, you have to design anything for any need, you have to analyze that, then you have to identify the problem. If it has any problem, existing problem, suppose you are sitting on your chair and you are having any issue, you are having back pain, so how you can solve that. So then envisioning a solution. Now you got your problem, that while sitting you are having a issue. Now how you can solve that problem and make it proper posture. So that is envisioning your solution. Then creating concept over that, like you can sketch it out, you can write it out, you can envision, okay, this is how my chair should be. It should have a backrest, it should have a armrest, it should have, some alarm system. If my posture is going bad, it can just tell me, okay, your posture is wrong, things like that. Then you make a prototype. Now prototype is important, because when you, once you make a prototype, then user, like there can be 10 user, 5 user. Now you can test with. You are making like standard chair for say, so you can make, the old people can sit on it, the young people can sit on it, maybe child can sit on it. So those kind of user scenario you can test on it. And then if you feel any problem is there, then you can again visualize your concept, again iterate, and then come up with a another prototype. So then once your prototype is done, you go for the production, and then you go for the material, thinking like how we can make it better, how it can be more comfortable. And then you optimize your product and production, everything, like how product, when you manufacture it, how the it can be optimized into minimum processes and minimum material and minimum costing. And then you introduce your product to the market. Now in this also there is a lot goes, like research goes inside and things like that. I'll come up with that later. So design brief, why design brief is important, to where to start. If you don't have any start point, then you end up messing the whole, like the solution will not be proper. So why it is very important to objectives and goal for the new design. If client is giving you, then budget and schedule is also important. You cannot make 50,000 ka product and then client will be like, oh, I want it only for 10,000. So that should not be there. Target audience should always be focused. As I said, if you're designing any chair, you're designing for the old people and younger people and middle aged people. Needs are different for all of them. And if you are making standardized, then we have to consider a lot of ergonomics data and things like that. So that should be very clear. scope of the project, like if you are putting it into the market, what is the scope, how like 5 years it will go along, 10 years it will be go along, things like that. Then available material and required material. Now if you don't want to invest a lot in your material, so it should be very much clear, whatever available in market you can take it, it will be costing less. Then you manufacture your own material, suppose sustainable material, eco-friendly material, so things like that, what is that object. Then overall styling and look, how much you want to billing to go further in styling and looks, and sacrificing on functionality, or it should be both. Basically design is a blend of both. So defining anything, do nots is very important. What you don't want has to be defined, because if you want everything, you cannot stop the process. It is ever ending process, you keep on iterating, it keep on giving you new things. So you need to know what you don't want and fix what you want. So that is a design brief. It is very important for starting your any process, any designing process. Even in your daily schedule also it fits, like this methodology fits in everything. So that is there. Then what is design research? So everything is start with the design research. One day you get an idea, you assume something, you want to make it, and suppose you thought, I want to make a charger, mobile charger. Now if you don't know, I'm just saying in a layman language, if you don't know there are a lot of chargers available in a market, you just design yours, and then later when you go in a market, you'll be like, oh my god, there is already so many chargers, I did not know. So then design research comes in. That is the only way to know what exactly you are making and why you are making. And most important thing in everything is user. You need to be very particular that we are making it for the user. Now user can be your end user and your suppliers and your vendors and your environment. Like even the infant can be your user, like 6 months child can be your user. 60 years old grandparents is your users. Now the users are very important. If they are comfortable in your product, no matter how your product is looking, no matter how costly or effective it is, people are gonna buy it. So that is very important if you're solving any user related issue. Then it's like, what you want is fine, you said I want it like that, but why you want it is very important. Define your why is very important while doing research. Then as I said, research beats assumption trends is very important. You should not assume anything, okay this is there and I am gonna make it. You should always research if it is required, if it is already there, if it is new. So those kind of thing is very important. Then research is something which will keep you planning. Your planning should be in a line. Okay, I did this research, I got this result, and now I'm gonna move ahead on this. So basically how research is done is like observation and participant observation. Like if you are want to design pressure cooker, so you're gonna see how lady, or how male or female, or even the mid age person, or housewives, and then working professional, everybody has different type of using pattern. Somebody is running late, they will use differently. Somebody is like relax and everything, they will use differently that same cooker. So the observation is important. Then surveys are important. Surveys can go from your end user to the product market. May you can go and do research how users are coming and complaining about the maintenance problem, then the serviceability problems, those are there. Then transportation problems are there, so that use surveys are important. Then interviews, end to end interviews, like end to end user interviews are important. Focus group, suppose you are making it only for the working professionals, so that focus group is very important. Then experiments are important, you on your own using that cooker and making problems. Like cleaning is the issue, for me cleaning is the issue, so I'll write it down that cleaning is very big issue. Then secondary data analysis is something, there are books, there are paper, that data is already there, you are reading it and taking out what is already has been proven ki it is wrong, it is right, and it can be done. So you're taking that data and analyzing that. Then mixed method, all the combination of all these things you can do research on. Then, as I said, design is as much as a matter of finding problems as it is solving them. So you have a solution, great, but you should know the problem as well, because if you know the problem you can solve it better. Now there is one more section. Suppose there is no problem to solve, but there is opportunity. Suppose for planting, if it is, there is no as such problem, plants are growing on their own, you are putting fertilizer and everything, but then again you can make it like vertical, there is a space problem, then you can use it the vertical gardening sort of things. You are optimizing whatever space you have, whatever things you have, and you are making it, you are making the opportunity. Now that vertical garden, you are selling it to other people also, to solving their problem or not solving their problem, just the opportunity, you saw the opportunity and you are selling it. So those kind of, as you can see here, garlic mincer, and then pizza cutter, and then corn, you can cut it by the knife as well, but then again people will be like, we need it safe and things like that, so you can create your own opportunity with that. Now there are bad design as well. It's not that if you go through the process and you just thought, okay, I am gonna make some kind of design and it is going to be hit. It is not the always case. With this juicer, what it does, it is a cold press juicer. You have to put a packet in it and then you close the door, it is squeeze out the juice from that packet. You can do it by your hand as well. So this, and it is it is $8 each product. Who's gonna buy it? So that was a bad design. Then Google glasses uh, fall very badly due to the aesthetic reason. It doesn't look very good, it doesn't have that much usability as well. So that also fall. So these come under bad design also. So solving problem is fine, but what problem you are solving is also very important in design process. Then again, like, you have to define what you are making, how you are making, and why you are making. These three questions are very important. If you answer all these three, your design or process is going to be at least solving a lot of problem or making a good product for the customer. Then this is a process. It goes like product study. If you are making any product, you are making bag, shoes, uh, camera, fridge, any product you are making. When you are making, suppose, any kind of app, your art gallery app, you need to define all these things. So product study, what are art apps are available. Then you are going to user study, what user are already using and what they want new feature. Then competitor analysis, then market dynamics, then ergonomic study, form study, and ethnography research. So I'll take one. I'm going to share my water bottle project so that you will have a better understanding how the process goes. So basically, I will start with like base research, types of bottle, how many bottles are available, single use bottles, then there is reusable bottles. Then the architecture of bottle, like basic element, I'll say, okay, there is a cap, there is a bottom unit, you fill the water, you drink it, that is a basic function of it. Then there are other bottle also. There is thermal bottle, it keeps cool and hot water. Then uses of bottle can be used like for a lot of things. Like nowadays, people use it for smoothies, for infused water, for oil bottle, hot and cold bottle, soda, juice. Basically, to keep hydrated, everything you carry bottle. Then bottle environment is basically you use it in a home, travel, gym, sports, workplace, going on a walk in summer times. Every you have it like a sipper on your table. You are drinking water, so it's everywhere. You can't escape it because it's a liquid and it needs to be stored. Then material, again, material of the bottle. We do research. Bottle material is already available in the market, like plastic, metal, glass. Then there is a protective silicon for the glass because glass water tend to break. Then user study. Now user study comes with a lot of parameters or a lot of factor influence them. User is very complicated thing. They work on their mind. Usability is also important. Now their mind is also important, their environment is important, their traditional culture is also important. A lot of people in the village will be like, I want copper bottle because it gives a lot of health benefit. But then again, in if you go in urban cities and all, they'll be like plastic or metal bottle is better. So it depends on the environment and person perspective. So user target user is important, then environment is important, mental models are important, what they are thinking, where they are, then user goal, what they want to achieve with that product. Basically they want to fill water, they want to fill smoothies, things like that. Then users pain point, like they are having issue with the traveling, they can't fit their bottle in the bag and things like that. Then usability, suppose they have to open their bottle, they have to open one tab, then they have to circulate and things like that. There are a lot of functionality which they don't want. Then first expression of the product, how they are feeling, if they are looking at the product, how they are feeling it. Then overall experience journey, if they are taking it from the house to their office, gym, walks, home, back again, things like that. If they are using one bottle itself, so that journey is important. Then accessibility of that product, efficiency of that product. So all these factors affect the user. Now end is ethnography research. Ethnography research, as I said, it is totally depends on customer. We want to take a insight from the customer, so that affects by the emotions, behavior, habits, experiences, activities, culture, value, and environment. As I said, all these factors affect what customer wants and what user want in the end. So that research as well is important. Now method of research, as I already mentioned above, it's interview, survey, question, field research. You can go and see what people are doing, how they are using it in a gym. Suppose you are going in a gym may people keep on sipping it, they don't open it and drink it because they are already having sweat and things like that. So they don't want to open bottle from their dirty hand and then drink that same water. They just want to sip it and keep it, and it's fast as well. So those kind of, that field research is also very important. Then behavior study, observation, how they are using it, things like that. Then bottle users age group, as I said, the target audience is very important, because if you don't target it, then your product becomes very vast and compiling it becomes very problematic. So that for whom you are making it is very important. So what we target is 10 plus, college going, school going, and office going people. Then as I said, there are a lot of user scenario. Now they are using it in a home, in college travel, pet owners are there, they have to carry bottle for the pets. Then in office, then bike riders, physically challenged people are also there, sports, gym, trekking, on-site workers, patient, driver. So per water bottle fits with everyone. Now the user survey analysis, what I did for this project, the water consumption, how much they are doing, material they are using, and then expected price they are willing to pay. Then market research. Now market research comes with product information, finish, material, dimension, shape, and prices. So market research basically gives you to stand in the market space. There are thousand companies water bottle are there, then how your water bottle will be different and stand and sell it on their own. So that is important. So basically it helps you become more efficient. If other competitors bottle have falling out with some problem, you don't want that problem in your bottle, so you will try to solve that problem. So basically that is efficient. Then cost effective, if you already know some water bottle manufacturers or companies are selling it for $15, you want to sell it for $10, you will immediately start comparing those things and make your product effective for the market as well. So those kind of things. Then this is the research, I'll just go through little fast. These are the bottle available in market which we researched from different companies, from different countries, from different what all smart water bottle, basically what they are giving features and how much expensive it is. These kind of research, the shape, size, and everything. This is a reusable, biodegradable material water bottle available. A lot of things are there. So now data analysis. So when analysis is done, the feature available is basically mixer, or like you can mix supplements, water consumption reminder, water consumption. Tracking also is also important nowadays. People are becoming health freaks nowadays, so that is very important. The water temperature is important. Filters, if you are traveling or trekking, is important. Then infusers, you want to infuse berries, you want to infuse mint, you want to infuse lemon, things like that. Then BPA free, of course, if it is a plastic. So yeah, so benchmarking is one of the main factor when you do market research, because then you know where your product is stand, or where you want to achieve, what you want to achieve basically. So that is like factors, function, form, trends. So this is how you put other people product, and then where you want it complex, you want it trendy, easy, conventional. So you spread out or other companies model, and then where you want your product. So this is like technology versus styling, where you want. So if you see this blue area, we want our product to be placed here, high in styling and high in technology, right? So this is how we do analysis. Then there is form study also, like there are thousand of forms, and material wise, color wise, bottle available in the market. Now the ergonomics consideration, as if we are talking about the product which is interacting with humans, whether it is any app, whether it is any physical product like laptops and all, if it is interacting with the human body or human, it needs to be ergonomical friendly, it needs to be comfortable basically. So in first picture you can see the person is bending down using their laptop, chair is not comfortable. And then in second picture you can see the chair is comfortable, there is backrest, there is headrest, there is armrest. She can see screen properly. So this picture is according to the ergonomics consideration. So how your human body is interacting with the product, system, or environment is ergonomics. Now basically it is very important for the handheld product, or if you are using that product for the longer period of time, like again like cameras, like scissors, like even the keyboard, things like that you are using continuously, it should be very much ergonomically designed. So basically, if I give you an example, the iPad which comes in market, they were very intelligently designed. They would use the thumb area which you circulate, which people are, automatically just circulate it and change the song. So that sense and that ergonomics is very easy. The area they use is very handy also, even if it is a bigger device or smaller device, you can just easily rotate that area. So that was ergonomics comfort. You want to change your song again and again, you are not feeling any as such pain, because it's very easy and smooth transaction. So ergonomics plays a very important role in those things. uh, then for us, for bottle making, we use proper gripping, proper easy and stress free portability from one place to another. Then it's easy and minimal steps to operate. I don't want to hassle our user key. They are using, like there's a lot of a step to suppose there is a car, you have to screw it and open it and then sit inside and then close it. It will become too much problem, but you just open the door and sit and you are relaxing. So those step, cutting down a step is very important. Then design brief, what we, after doing all the analysis, all the research, everything, we thought like helping people with medical condition is one of our main goal, because dehydration causes a lot of problem. So we wanted to use that. And then intake reminder is very important. We are doing meetings, we are in conference, we are cooking, we are doing a lot of things, we forget to drink water, and then suddenly when we are way too dehydrated, we thought okay, we want water. When we are very dehydrated, like we are almost dehydrated, then only we come to know okay, we want water, but we have been dehydrated for almost 1 hour. So it's not very good for a lot of conditions, so we wanted that to put. Then clean water and cost effective, of course any product we design needs to be cost effective if we want to make it in our market. Now the market is very competitive. So again, the need for water for rehydration, to take medicines as well, because we are like targeting people with the medical condition. Then the medical condition which requires more water, as you know, the pregnancy, if you're pregnant, then your bladder infection, things like that, then heart failure, things like that. So we wanted to target that. So essential was people who forget to drink water and then causes a lot of problem. Cleaning of the water bottle should be very easy, like bigger mouth to clean it properly, things like that. Leakage should not be there because it is a liquid, it should not spill. Bad odor should not come. You'll see, if you don't wash your water regularly, it gives you bad odor if it is plastic specifically. Then hygiene, an average person drinking 8 glass of water is very important. So that kind of thing, if it is having some reminder sort of thing, it gets deformed if you put extra apply force, like any, even the metal also goes bad. So we wanted to put that also in focus. And that desirable is forget to carry bottle, like people forget to carry it, they just fill it and then they put it on the top and they forget it. Then shape, if it is easy to carry and take out with the things. Then important factors of bottle is gripping. Gripping is very important while you are drinking it. Leakage should not be there. It should be portable. Water quantity is also important. How much it is filling. You don't want to go back and forth and fill your bottle. Then anyways you are drinking less water because you don't want to do in your busy schedule. You don't want to go and fill it again and again. Then material, then expected features, that can be defined after your research, like whatever solution or analysis you got. Then what we thought is automatic update or alarm to remind drinking water. As some if you are sitting on your table, you have a smart water bottle, it is putting alarm, and you know, like, okay, I need to drink water, it is blinking some light, you will be get reminded, okay, you need to drink a water, those kind of things. Then drinking time, temperature of a water, quality and water level should be there, like how much water is left, things like that. Presentable enough to carry, now it has become like fashion statement also, like you carry bottle, if you see Janvi Kapoor and like a lot of Bollywood people, or even sports person, they carry their bottle, it becomes the fashionable thing. So that also very important. Then ergonomically it should be very much better. It should be dirt cheap. Why I say it, because if you keep it outside, it should not have such material which attract dirt very easily, and then you have to clean it again and again every time. Then no charging, or charging it depends later, because like it was a feature we were expecting, but later of course it got changed, that I'll come to later. Then dishwasher safe, because a lot of people now use dishwasher, is specifically if you are targeting US audience. If you are targeting Indian audience, then maybe this feature can be eliminated, because now a lot of Indians doesn't use dishwasher. Then BPA free and lead free for material and health expectation. Then color, as we got silver, metallic blue, metal black, silver. This is what we got. To redesign, brief after all the research and everything, what data we got, we thought we will make reusable smart water bottle connected with the mobile app. Now here we are designing two things. Two process will go parallelly. One is designing water bottle, which is a physical hardware product, and one is mobile app. With that also required all the process which I just explained. So these two are different. One is web product and one is hard product. So that is there. Then Ayurvedic ingredient infusers. Suppose a lot of people try like to put ginger powder in it, then tulsi powder in it. Now we all faced pandemic as well, so healthy water there is. So these water also gives you immunity. So we wanted, or protein, so we wanted to give automatic infusers in it. You just put button and it get infused and you can drink it. Then pill organizer and storage. Suppose you are going out, you take your supplement. In India it's not, but in outside, in US and all, they take a lot of supplements every day, so it is very good feature. Then app features, as I said, water intake reminder, pill intake reminder, doctor consultations, like you don't want to take anything which you should not take if you have any health problem, so doctor consultation should be there. Then water level intake should be there, how much you are taking, how many times you are taking. This all things actually give you data for the later stages as well. For if you want to design another product after like upgraded version also, so then also this data is very important to keep intact. Then measure of fluid loss in the water, distance tracking from the water, refilling reminder, infuser dose information also important. How much you should infuse in one go. You can't put ginger powder like 2 3 spoon and drink it. It will not give you any health benefit, but it will give you a lot of problems. So we don't want that. That selection of ingredient from app and infusing it, those kind of so now if you design app designing will use same process what I like starting, like research, everything will be again, we have to do it again. Then comes the ideation from exploration and concept validation. So good design begins with the honesty, ask tough questions, come from collaboration and from trusting your intuition. Now, what is ideation? Ideation is basically you are solving customers or users problem through your imagination, through your problem solving skills, or through your data. Whatever data you collected, you are solving that problem. Now you can derive that problem from existing product as well. It can be the next version of that product. Then you can, it's like there are different methods of innovation which you can use. I will go ahead and talk about it. First is brainstorming. Brainstorming is basically you are setting your time limit. You go in the any any room you go, you get focused people there. People should not be only designers, there has to be engineers, there has to be normal users, there has to be market people, there has to be branding people, so that different minds you get. And then you ask question, and then you paper down those ideas. You can write it down, you can sketch it out, it depends on you. And very important thing, while we are making any brainstorming session, or we are making any concept stage, no idea is bad, no idea is bad. Any idea we are getting, we should write it down. It can be as wild as possible, it can be as simple as possible, it can be as hypothetical as it possible, but we need to write it down and put it there, so that later you can use it, you can combine it with another things. So one is brainstorming. That session is basically collaborative session with the different people. And a very important thing in this session is you should never criticize, or you should never judge any idea. As I said, no idea is bad idea. So that is there. Then there is mind mapping. You make one idea, then you try to connect it with the second idea, then you try to connect it with the fourth idea, and all those four idea you are solving different problems, and then you combine all those problem, that when you combined all those solution to one product. So that is second type of doing your making concepts. Then there is design thinking. This is very much person oriented. You empathize with the user, you feel the pain, you feel the problem of that user, then you try to define it, then you try to ideate it, prototype and test it. Those kind of things. As I said, empathy is important. When you try to communicate, when you try to find the solution, you need to see what that user is going through, what that user is thinking, what that user wants. So when you start putting you in their place, then whatever solution you come up with is a solution for the user basically. So that is one of the idea. You are not thinking from the perspective of only marketing or only branding or only sales. You are actually using user as your innovation techniques. So that is there. Then empathy mapping, same thing as I said, what they say, what they hear, what you gain, pain points, their reactions, then what they think and feel. That is one this thing. Then there are different kind of colleges are there, different kind of organizations are there. They use their own design thinking charts. There is Stanford College. Now they have their three bubble kind of structure, like business, human value, and technology. They are adding all three, and then they are doing design innovation. Now business is obviously goes from all the aspect which affect your business. Then all the human values is like all the, as I said, empathy mapping is there, then you put that values there. Then technology also, you're putting all the feasible technology there, and then merging all those, whatever you get the idea is your design innovation or is your design solution for that customer. uh, then IDEO has their thinking. They are not thinking in a business perspective. What they are putting is desirability, feasibility, and viability. Whatever we get there, desirability, they start from the desirability. If you want anything, suppose if user want anything, you should start from there. That is your starting point, and then you end up putting all the feasibility, if you can make it, if you can manufacture it, if it is solving any problem. Same thing, same process, but different wording basically people are using. Then they everybody must have heard of SWOT analysis. We do it as a personal level as well. We do SWOT analysis on the person as well. If in a bigger organization people ask you to do your own SWOT analysis, what are your weakness, what are your strength, what are your opportunity, what are your threats. So those kind of things also we go when we do innovation or when we are doing ideation. So this is one of the method. Then there is six thinking hat. This is done in a group. There are suppose six group. Then we say one is wearing like green creativity hat, then yellow hat, then black hat, then feelings hat, then facts check is there, then process is there. You can do it like this, you can do it like, you can ask for your from your organization or from cluster of the student. Suppose somebody is good with the economics, you can get those kind of student. Then you can get from the technical group student, you can get art student. You can explain same brief to everyone, and then you have to tell them, you have to think in your uh, stream what is going to be good and what is going to be bad, and get the solution of this problem. So the thinking of everybody is different, and then when you merge all those things, and then whatever solution you will get will be the better and best solution for that problem. So this is also one method people use in real world. It you can change the narrative of things, but it needs to be like six hat. You can put any word attached to it basically. It needs to be a six group, as I can say. Then there is Herman brain dominance instrument, which use analytical thinking, sequential thinking, interpersonal thinking, imaginative thinking. They are combining all four into it. Like when you are designing any problem, any solution for any problem, you should consider all these four ABCD basically. So yeah, conceptual, if it is experimental, if it is analytical, then it can be experimental and intuitive, and it can be rational and practical. Then it can be rational and analytical. So s- see, basically everybody is talking same thing, but the approach is different. They are combining different things, what they think, what is important, but at the end solution will be creative and unique. This is the idea hexagon. It is basically, if you have a x problem, you can add it with the y. Y is basically using different dissimilar thing. You can suppose say plant plus fridge, what you will get, those kind of situation. Then there is D rate. There is another dimension. You can go, you can think water and fire, combine those things. Then there is, you have given nail, suppose you are giving nail, and then you have to find a hammer. So now you are getting the solution. You have to put nail into the wall, how you will put it. So you want something to put, you have to hammer something basically, so that you will search for. Then you can add adjective. I will say bottle plus, as I said, app, plus I said reminders, so those becomes my adjective. I have to add with one bottle, which makes it a smart water bottle. So that is one form of innovation. Then you do exactly opposite what is asked you to do. um, Things like that. Then you have been given hammer. Now you have to find the nail as well, and then you have to do the screw and everything, like full process basically. Now you are asked, now you think about the full process. In process, what all products you will be needing. So those are the different types of innovation processes you can follow. As I said, right now, when you are in the process of ideation, quality is not important, quantity is important. While you are ideation, no idea is bad, you should always go for the quantity. Any idea you are getting, you should write it down. Now that is one part of ideation. Then you should always see the trend mapping, how the trend is going, how it is changing, how user are changing, what new they want. So you can do it trend mapping with a different product as well, same product as well. So here you can see the TV television trend mapping, how it is going, what it was in 1928 and now what it is in 2020. I should have put 2022, but yeah, it is 2020 television. And then if you see lathe machine, how it changed, and now we talk about 2025, you can just see whatever is getting made inside, you can see on top of it. So things like that, how hypothetical you can go. Then, as I said, brainstorming session should be there. Ideation on paper, you can write it, you can draw it, you can make post it over it. Yeah. So now structure your idea. You have pain points, you write it down, you make solution. There is opportunity, you make solution out of that. There is a process step, you make process, full process, how the user is going to follow, how the user is going to use your bottle, or how the user is going to use your product. Then persona is basically making user persona. Like if housewife is going to use, then how what is the age of my housewife, how she is building her full day, how much time she is taking water, what is her daily routine. So things like that. Then there is one more important thing is metaphor. Suppose for innovation I am talking, in a product specifically, you can see rat is there, it is actually a pencil sharpener. So it is metaphoring in two ways. One is literal, what rat do, they chew things. So it is in functional also, it is metaphoring the animal, and look wise also it is doing metaphor. Now there is this screen which is using sunflower as a metaphor. What sunflower does, it rotates according to the sun. So this screen is going to rotate according to you, that is the metaphor. Basically they are taking the feature of that flower and putting it in the product. Then you can see it is not related. As I said, you can go in a different dimension also in that hexagon. So this is a garlic, and then there is salt, there is pepper, there is oils, salad oils, there is sauces. So this metaphor is totally different dimension, but it is giving you something unique product. You can put it in tabletop and things like that. So innovation can come in any form. It's just you have to define your own process and which you are comfortable with. So this is there. Then if you get stuck, what you can do, if you are thinking again and again same problem, same solution, there will be a time you will feel stuck. You can't just keep on thinking same thing again and again, you are not going anywhere. So then breaking the law, list all the project constraint and see how you can break them. Whatever problem you are facing, you just write it down and then go in different solutions. You can even take inspiration from the child. You ask them to do anything, they'll do it on their own. They don't care what is right and what is wrong. So they are breaking the law. So same thing you have to do here. Then comparisons, taking some single phrases and then problem, and then you put it in the real world. You can compare it with what other people, suppose you have any problem with the fridge, and then same sort of problem, not same problem but same sort of problem, if any other industry or any other people are using, you can take it from them. Suppose fridge has some problem, but AC also has same problem. But if AC people have already solved it, you should take inspiration and start working on it, or think at least in that uh, you know in that direction. Then there is be poetic, you think, there is basically, it is personalized ideas which you can take and put it in your way. Basically, keep asking how and why you are doing it, then use laddering more problems from abstracted, like it's like you keep on thinking, you keep on breaking the rules and then starting again basically. Then steal idea, one is very much important thing. If you're not going anywhere, just steal it from somewhere. It's not the literal stealing, like you somebody is making bottle and then you take it, that bottle, and you are making it. But as I said, in other industry, in other anywhere else, if people are using it, you can take it. Suppose water filters are there, and then I want to make that water filter into my water bottle, so I can take that idea, I can put same process into my smaller water bottle. So I'm taking that idea, but my bottle is unique now, it is giving you filtered water as well. So that is kind of stealing the idea. Then invert the problem, basically you can go opposite direction. As I said, you know the solution, now you find the problem. You can do that also. Okay, I then you will think, okay, I started because of this. You will feel fresh and you start thinking in a different direction. So those are the some things. But I'll say it always goes personal level. No matter how many things we can teach, but at the end you will follow your own process, how you can come up with solution. Now whatever ideation you are getting, the best thing is you should sketch. The more you sketch, the more you write. And if you are not good in sketching, you are not good with art, it's okay, you can write it down. It is always how you can communicate your idea to others. If I know the Japanese and I can just scribble it, you can just scribble it and I can understand that, it's good enough. You don't have to be a Picasso for that. So that is very important. These are some of the sketches of my water bottle. So basically, we just sketch out the all the mechanism, like very fastly. Where will be the infuser? Will be putting pills and things like that. So these are, I'm just going through. These are some of the sketches of that. Now, how you make 50 ideas, now how you will select them. Now selecting ideas is also one process. You cannot just randomly take one idea and start making it. It should make sense at the end, it should sell at the end. If you are making it for the profit, if you are making it for the user, it should user will be comfortable using it. So does it fit with the user's need? Is it in demand? Does it really meet the goal you set initially? Now this is very interesting. While you are researching or while you are making anything, the goal might change. Because as I know, if you don't know anything, you don't do any research, you make assumption. But when you do research, you come to know, okay, this is a problem and I want to solve it. So this is very important. It can or it cannot be changed. Initial need can be changed in the end, or it cannot be changed in the end. So that is also important. Then does it meet the requirements of your problem statement or point of view? Then how might you can is it satisfying all your answers? It is different enough from that, or you are making additional value to it. The budget is important, as I said, the costing, the technology available. Now you are making any hypothetical, as you saw that lathe machine which you can see above in 2025. Now is it very hypothetical, or if you can do it with the technology available, then resources are available, then approval, decision maker, the management team sometimes says, okay, we don't want it, we don't have budget for this. So all this criteria should be in consider. Again, the six hat methods. Now the factors of this will change. Now you are not talking about the innovation. Now you are talking whatever innovation you have done, you have to put in it and then get the solution better. Suppose you made one product, one concept, so you have to put it in all six hats and see if that idea or solution is valid in all six hats. Then that concept is good. So then there is how, wow, now matrix. Now how you can make it wow, if it is very innovative, then now if you can make it right away with the having resources. And then if it is impossible to implement, like you cannot do it right now, you don't have budget, you don't have technology, you don't have uh, users for that, in fact, so you don't want to make it. So this matrix is important while you are validating your idea. Then you can do post it, you can ask a different group of people to post on your idea which is good. They will write it, okay, this is good, this is good, why it is good. You can take out those idea and make that idea. This goes for app designing as well. As I'm again and again saying, this is a process which goes on any product. It can be software, it can be hardware, process remains same. So that idea is there. Then you can do it with the factors like functionality factor, ergonomics, usability, which we earlier study, production, how it will be productive, cost effective, and technology. You can put it ideas, all the ideas in that section. Whatever is getting better percentage or marks, you get that idea and manufacture later. Now earlier when you were making idea, quality was not important, quantity was important. But once you get those idea and you are iterating it, then quality becomes more important than quantity. Then you are not going for quantity, you are going for quality. Yeah. So that is done. Then you make your basic whatever people say and whatever you get the bottom line ki, okay, we want this how it will be. You make a structure, you make a 3D model, you place your basic features there. You place your basic features there, and then the dimension, basically how your product will be. You make a you make a cad, basically 3D cad out of that. Then yeah, now comes the importance of prototype. Why you want prototype to be there before going to the market, before going in front of the user, before going to the customer. uh, so I'm so sorry for that. So basically, again, to know the feasibility of the product, to visibility of the product, and desirability of the product. These three factors are important why you make prototype. So basically, to minimize the design error. Suppose you just visualize everything in 3D CAD and then you went for the production. Now you make all the molds and everything, and then it is not fitting properly, it is not charging properly, it is not looking basically better. So to reduce those error, you can do the rapid prototyping to see how it is feel, how it looks, the size is proper, things like that. To so once you make a prototype, it minimize your error for the final production. Then help gather requirements and feedback. As I said, if you are making it anything for the user, they will give you requirements. If you match up their requirement, if they wanted this, if they said, okay, I had this problem and now you got the solution. If I'm giving them water intake solution with the alarm, are they happy with it? Are they actually relating to that thing? Are Is that alarm system is good enough for them to take water every time? So that feedback is very important. Suppose they forget to take that alarm, they forget to set that alarm, so that is a no. But then if they are setting alarm properly and they are drinking proper water, then it's yes, yes. So things like that, if you make a 2 or 3 prototype, working prototype as well, it will be good for the feedback, and you can make plus and minuses before going for the production. Then of course, as I said, it allows the user testing as well. As I mentioned many times, user is god when you are designing anything. anything, because any product, anything you are designing, there has to be a end user, or if you are designing for yourself as well, then also you are the user. So user testing will be there if you are making any prototype. And then it allows, fourth is it allows the smoother transaction to your further stages. Now your prototype is done, you can see your product, you can visualize actually in hand how it will feel, and then later stages will become very easy. You can paint it properly, you can choose color from them, then you can put it in the market, you can take the how your product is doing a little bit, you can put it in, and even in your factory, say if you're working in MNC, anywhere you can just place that product, you can see people's reaction to it. So you know, okay, you can do branding like this, you can put color like this, you can you know, to other, from production point of view, cost reduction. Suppose you are using any production, earlier you thought you can do you know, some molding process, suppose blow molding in bottles basically that is used, but you can think, I'm just being hypothetical here, you can use any other kind of process while you are making a prototype. You thought, okay, this is going very expensive, we can use this as well. So that will become cost effective as well. So those kind of things will be easier. Then prototype attracts investors. This is very important. If you are working in a firm, if you are making your own small product, suppose you design any lamp and you want, it is a smart lamp, or it is a smart workstation, or it is something you are making, and you don't have money, but what you did, you somehow managed to put your own amount into prototype, and then you take it to the investor, they can see your product. Now it is live product, it is not something which is on the CAD. So that if investor is, you know, getting that confidence from you ki, okay, this product is going to be good, I can invest in that. So you can, prototype does play a very important role in that. Then you can know the true cost of the production when you are making prototype. And if it is a working prototype specifically, then you put all of electronics in it, you pull all the cell, all the digital display, if it is digital product, all the material and everything, so you will know the actual cost of the production, so you can alternate iterate in that. You can make it plus minus, it will be very good. Then it is provide you quality assurance as well. If you're putting your prototype for testing, if it goes like 24 hours it shut down, you know something is wrong. If it is going on for like 1 month without any problem, you know it is working fine, you don't have to change anything. So that quality becomes it assures your quality that product is going in a good way. Then the color and the material, basically CMF is very important, it plays very important role. So you can adjust that as well, you can paint it the color you thought it is very looking very good in rendering images on your mobile, on your laptop, but when it comes out you are saying no, no, it doesn't look good, or it doesn't feel good when you touch it. If it is microphone, suppose speakers and things like that, they use a lot of you know, cloth thing, and then you are feeling it, it doesn't feel good, so you can change that as well once you make a prototype. So that is there. This is a plus point to build a prototype, and why you should build a prototype before going for the actual production. uh, then this is as I said, this was the process. And one of the main feature I forgot to say, that if you make prototype, you can see against the other market you know, products, you can place your product there and see how your product is looking. So that is very important. This is not total working product. You can see caps and everything is 3D printed, but because you cannot just make glass every time, so we just did like normal material prototype, not total working prototype. Now this is the hardware part of the product which we did prototyping. Then now comes the software also. You cannot just say ki, I want this and keep you know, without prototyping you just give a money to someone and make a app. Now what if you want to change? If you are changing one time, it's fine. If you want to keep changing it every time, then it's better to make a prototype on a back end and then go on a forefront with your app. App should not face any problem. As you know, a lot of cars face problem. uh, you know, Nano got burned. There is one treadmill company which caused a lot of accident with the pets and small children. It was sucking children and pets inside the, you know, treadmill. There was a space while they were exercising. So these things should be tested when you are doing prototyping, not when it is actually in market. So that costs a lot of it costs you brand, basically it get bad mouthing in brand. Then you know, there will be a lot of accidents and things like that. So if you make prototype, that also gets eliminated. So this is a software thing you develop, backend prototype and basically app. So this we did. I'm just going through it. As I said, there will be different type of screen, water tracking, how much you are drinking. It is giving you visual analysis also, how much your body is taking today. If you are taking 100% with the alarm, with everything, you are taking water, water is tracking your all the moves, things like that. Then there is a pill option, pill reminder is there, you can set it. So that is there. Then herbs reminder, if you want to take ginger today, later next day you want to take tulsi, you want to combine them. So things like that is there. Then as I said, why this is done now. CMF is color material finish. Why it is important? So basically, any product you make, it assures your first look is very important for the customer. First look is very important for the brand. Brand value, it gets added from color and you know, things like that. If you see something in silver or white, you will say, okay, it's Apple phone maybe. Now people are you know, doing cheating and all, but earlier if you see any white and any metallic thing, you will be like, okay, this is Apple phone. So that is a brand signature. That is color material finish which we put with the brand, and it speaks your brand value. So it is very important. It should be very comfortable with the customer as well. As I said, the ergonomics, the feel of the product is also very important. So that plays very very important role in design. Basically CMF is, as I said, very important. No matter what, like engineering, purchasing, sales, manufacturing, design, everything is integrated. But color material finish is also is a integral part of it. Now static proves that color often is the decision maker in the sales. If you go inside, you see a lot of pop-up colors, you see sad colors. Where you will go? You will go with the pop-up colors. You want to see that, okay, what it is exactly. And then when you go for the car, you know, everything affects. Color material finish is affect. It will affect your decision making process. Then the color of your product should not be picked coincidentally. It should be within your brand, because it gives your brand to the value, it gives signature to that product. So anytime if I think about Gucci, I just get GCCUI. So I immediately connect myself with the brand. Green and red, I immediately connect with the Gucci. If you know, so that color makes the brand value. As you saw in this picture, that Black and Decker orange and black, if you see any power tool, you will say, okay, this is Black and Decker. So that color also gives you sense. So this is actually a strategy which helps user to remind, you know, your product. So this is also very important to create a brand value in a marketplace. Now a lot of brands are there, so you should really want your product to be remembered by the user to buy it next time. So that is important. So the factor effects again for your CMF as well: the industry you are in, the target customer, positioning of your brand, position of your product within your product portfolio as well. If you are making any like fridge, you try to give some signature. Like if you are making Whirlpool refrigerator, you try to give something of Whirlpool so that it will look okay, it is from Whirlpool. The remembrance thing. Then actual color trends you can go. If somebody is going with it goes actually in home appliances. If somebody is making red and white, another competitor will come, okay, I also want to make it red and white because it is in market, it is trending. So things like that. Those kind of thing, it is very important. And then everything we make, that was the color I was talking. Now material is also very important. Material also has their own you know, criteria to get selected. Now material will be gender, age, color, culture, expertise, whatever user is there, then how it is interacting with the material, then technical properties, and whatever properties, how it is peeling, how it is taking heat, things like that is important. Then how then when you go for the manufacturing process, and now you want to make bottle in metal, but you are giving a lot of deformed shape. It is not possible in manufacturing, and plus if it is possible it will charge a lot. So are you willing to do that? So choosing material, taking all that consideration is also very important. So any product when we are building, if you're putting one single dot also, it should have the significance that why we are putting it. Either it should please your eyes, either it should use for some, suppose, speaker, either it should be anything we are putting into the product, it should have some value. So yeah, shape, function, brand, everything depends. Now same as I said, it material also, it is cost versus value, the impression, the size, manufacturability, then environment impact. If you are making something in plastic, you are outdoor person, you are a coach, you are putting your water bottle out and then it is melting, it is deforming, the color is gone. So that all factors we need to have in mind by designing anything. If we are making any app, then we need to see where is the interaction button, where is a touchpad, where is the menu bar coming, all those things, how user friendly it is. So basically the process which I explained, it goes for everything in detailed study we have to do. So at the end, I would just like to say there are three responses to the piece of design: yes, no, and wow. Every time we are designing anything, we should always aim for wow. Thank you. So if you guys have any question, just let me know. I'll answer. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I would like to request participants that if you have any questions, you can
Parth sir, your voice is not audible.
participants. Did you go
Parth sir,
uh, any questions? You can ask it in, if you are not comfortable in English, then you can ask it in Hindi or Gujarati also. We can convert that question to Neha ma'am. I think the participants don't have any questions. I request
Uh,
Ashish
And
Ravalia sir
how
to give
to
vote of thanks.
Hello.
part,
okay.
there is one question from someone. There is one question from someone. They have put it in
Hello.
a chat. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so someone has asked me how to attract investors in your product. So basically, as I said, you should have a very clear idea what you are making, why you are making, and how much profit you gonna make it in the marketplace. That is very important. If it is very much innovative product which is not in market, which is very new, first time anybody is making, definitely if you're solving any purpose, definitely you can attract investors. Right now there is a lot of bigger companies like BMW, Bosch, and things like that. They are investing in smaller firms as well. They are and then later they are taking the technology, later they are taking their products and selling under their name. So attracting investor is always one thing, that your aim, your focus, and then what you are solving needs to be very much clear. Why you are making, how you are making, and for whom you are making. Three things answer, and then you can attract investor, of course. Hello.
Yes.
If you have, you can write it in chat box. Okay,
Right.
I request us. I will
Parth, you are not
yes,
audible. Your voice is breaking.
give things.
Okay. 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 Thank you very much, Neha Srivastava ma'am, because this is a wonderful talk, and our student get a very good knowledge of the how to idea can convert into the prototype and to by the process design.
Yeah.
So this is the first time in our university we are doing a workshop related to prototype development. So our students are working into different field in research and development. But how to convert this idea into prototype? This is the very much important for aspect each and every aspect of our research.
Yeah.
So, on behalf of SUSEC and IIC Saurashtra University, Rajkot, Madam, I am very much thankful to you for sparing a valuable time to this workshop.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
sir,
much,
for
ma'am.
inviting me.
I also thank you, our President, Dr. Ranjan Madam, and Dr. Harikrishna Parikh sir, because they both are always motivating us for organizing such kind of workshop. So thank you all of you and all the students for your patience and hearing the valuable notes delivered by the Neha Srivastava Madam. Thank you very much, and especially thank to Parth sir because he has done lot of work since last few days, and he has arranged all the brochures and all other technical things he has covered up in a very nice way. So thank you all of you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you,
So
sir.
Parth sir,
Yeah, thank
Uh,
you, sir.
excuse me.
Thank you, Neha ma'am, for being here, providing your valuable insights and for how to develop a prototype, what are the different aspects, and with case studies, right? I request all the participants that you can always get connected to us via all the social media platforms, and if you have any queries or any suggestions, you can tell us over mail or through our mail ID. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and we will be keeping this present recorded video on our Facebook page. If Neha ma'am has no any issue, right?
No, you can put it. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you, ma'am, and thanks to all the participants. We are now ending this meeting. Thank you.